Hello, everybody, and welcome to Steinel America's micro webinar, Heat Tools for the Electronics Industry, Good, Better, and Best. Our presenter today is our General Manager, Sean Lafferty. If you have any questions, feel free to add them in the chat window or the questions window, and we will get to them. Thank you. Sean?
All right, thank you very much, Jennifer. Okay, so today's topic, we're focused on the electronics industry, and we're going to highlight a few of our tools here today. We're going to make this a little bit more interactive. It's not just going to be PowerPoint. I'll actually display some of the tools and show you some of the features that we're talking about live on camera. Just a quick introduction, for those of you who are new to Steinel, we are all about innovation and thinking a little bit outside the box, right? We call ourselves the inventors company because we're always looking to add little features and functions without additional cost. And I think you'll see a few very interesting technologies today in this category. We also focus on very high quality. We manufacture everything in Europe with very high quality standards, everything tested. 100% of our products are tested before they come off the line on equipment that we've designed and developed to ensure that the product does what the specifications say it does. We're very focused on safety as well, and you'll see a few things that I'm going to point out today, some of the nice safety features of some of our products. So really good stuff here today. And as I mentioned, everything made in Europe with quality testing. Another very interesting piece here, every part is replaceable in the field. So, if you're going to invest in a really high quality heat tool, you're not going to be down. You're going to be able to make some of those repairs very, very quickly, very, very easily. I'm just going to fly through some of these materials. Obviously, if you want some more information, if there's anything in here that you'd like to hear more about, more than happy to do that, either as a question on this webinar or we'll schedule a follow-up for you. But I'm not going to run through all the bullets here. We'd like to keep this format to about 15-20 minutes and let you get back to your day here, but wanted to focus just on a few really important things. Better technology, and I'll show you in a minute, but we've got some very precise heat tools that are up to over 1300 Fahrenheit and 10-degree increments, programmable and lockable heat and CFM settings are available, and we've got some very cool accessories like the Sieve Nozzle here, and we'll show you that one in just a second. We've got tons of great accessories that optimize the tool for any specific job. You can see some of these reduction nozzles, so you can get some light airflow right directly on the point where you want the hot air and nowhere else, right? We've got some great options for securing it to your workbench, and as mentioned, additional changeable parts as well. Safety first. You're going to see a few things here in just a minute about how ergonomically designed our products are. We've also got lots of great thermal cutout, or lots of great options on how to prevent burns, so including thermal cutouts and a poly cage and things like that. To really help protect you and the user. Also runs quite quietly. You'll see a couple of examples here where I'm going to fire up some guns, and you're going to be able to hear that they really aren't as loud as some of the things out there. And then I think another nice feature is the flashing LED light that indicates that the tool is still hot. So we've got lots of ways to protect you. Lots of great applications. We see wire harnessing, printed circuit boards as two of the primary applications for our heat tools. But we also see things like, largely aerospace and defense, medical equipment, electronics manufacturing, and telecom. All segments where our heat tools are specified and used. So we have a variety of tools here. We have good, the better, and the best. And I'm not going to go through all of these different models with you today. Like I said, if you have any information or any questions or want more information, more than happy to do so. But the 1820 is essentially your hotter model. You turn it on and you've got just two settings. Very simple, straightforward tool. But in that good category and at the lower price point, we've also got another great product. And I'm going to put my camera on here. So we've got this really great product. It's the HG350 ESD, and I'm just going to make this full screen for a second so you can actually see the tool a little bit better. So here it is. You can see, first thing you notice, it kind of looks like a Star Trek phaser. Real small, compact, lightweight, ergonomically designed, rests comfortably in your hand. When you turn it on, you can see you've got an LED light that lights up the work surface. I've got right here on it a reduction nozzle. What that reduction nozzle does is a couple of things. First, it pinpoints the airflow a little bit tighter. And secondly, it allows this little lightweight gun to get up to a nice, robust temperature. So really effective tool, lightweight, ESD friendly. You can see it says right there on the side, it's an ESD tool. And what that means is you've got a housing that will allow the particle flow to go to ground, and it's also on a three-prong plug, so it'll run most of the electrostatic right to ground. So here's a terrific little tool, and very economically priced. Our MAP pricing on this is just $99. So there's a competitive product out there, very similar in size, shape, and design. Significantly more expensive. So at $99, this is a terrific little tool for circuit board work or other electronic manufacturing. Let's get back for a second into the presentation file. So the HL 2020, this is our top selling product. You know, a couple of unique features here. It's got, you know, this little digital readout here. So this is our lowest entry into the digital readout. You've got precise temperature control on this tool, but not much, you know, else beyond that. When you get into the 2320 is very similar to the 2020, but much more robust in terms of programming. You can see right there, we've got some programming features. And let me just show you one of those real quick. I've got a 2320 here, and I'm just going to put this on cool down mode so I can show you the temperature gauge right there. So I've got it set right now to 120 Fahrenheit. You can see the P button is for programming, and then you've got another mode here for the airflow. But basically, I just take my thumb right here on this little dial, and that's bumping the temperature down. If I hit it the other way, right, bump the temperature right up, right back. Oops. Sorry, it's in cool down mode. It's not going to go back up. There you've got it. There it's set at 440. Couple of clicks. It's coming to 510 before I let this get hot and start burning up, put it back in cool down mode. But you can see that this is operating at a very low noise level. I'm going to turn it off for a second here, and I'm going to show you a couple of things. First off, I've got a sieve nozzle here, and that sieve nozzle is going to allow me to work with this tool. And basically, you can see the perforations in there. Those perforations are going to give you a really nice, even temperature. And if you're doing heat shrink tubing, for example, you put it on there and you're just going to do some shrinking. You run the tubing through here, and you're going to get nice, even heat distribution, nice, smooth shrinking, all, you know, not focused on any one particular place, right? So really great little addition there. Very unique feature we have. The other item that we've got to show you on this tool, let's see. I'm just going to pop this little HL scan on there, and when I turn that on, what this HL scan is going to do is it is basically going to allow you to see what temperature you're working at on your work surface. So right now I've got this set to go off at roughly 95 degrees, and I'm pointing it at my head, which is registering at about 94 Fahrenheit. So that's within tolerance. You've got a nice green indication there. As soon as I take that off and pointed it to the ambient air, you can see it's starting at 70 degrees in my room, and so it's blinking and making noise, letting you know, hey, you're at the wrong temperature on the work surface. You can make an adjustment right there on the tool. and then put it back here. You can see it now. I've got it at the right temperature. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to match that HL scan to the temperature that you've got displayed here on the back of this tool. So I've got this at the tool here set to 510. It's warming up. You can see that it's going to warm up a little bit here. And by the way, look how quickly that's warming up, right? You can see the temperature going up. One of the fastest heat ups in the industry. But I'm not going to point this back at my face again. Not at 400 and some odd degrees, 500 degrees now. So we'll put that in cool down mode and let that sit over here. We'll rest it right there. All right. So the 2320, you know, the biggest features, you've got the LCD, but you've also got programmable joystick. So you can also lock the 2320. The 2320 does come also in the 2320 ESD with a 3-prong plug, as well as a housing that will allow a grounded user to bring everything to ground. So so really terrific set of products there, more at the mid-level. At the top level, you've got our 2520, and the 2520, the big difference here is you've got the brushless motor. So this is a little bit larger gun. It's going to be a little bit heavier in the hand, but you've got a powerful 10,000 hour brushless motor on there. You've also got the ability to scan with that. I'm going to show you a nice little housing that goes with, or not a housing, but a stand for that. So that you don't have to hold it in your hand the whole time. You can actually fix it to a workstation. So I've got it here in our little metal stand, right? And now I can sit here and I can work with 2 hands, right? I can put wire through here on this reflector nozzle. Over here, I've still got access to the controls, right? So I can turn it on and off from here. This one's not plugged in, so it's not going to go on. And then I've got access to the controls. I can put the temperature up, down right here, all while using 2 hands operating the device, operating the tool. So really nice option there, you know, to maximize efficiency, productivity, and allow your end users to work comfortably for extended periods of time. One more item on the 2520. The 2520 does come with this plug-and-play heating element. You can see that's a 5-pin. And basically, you're going to take this off from inside the housing. You're just going to take 1, 2, 3, 4 screws, right? This comes right out. You pop it off, you pop the new one back in, all complete with the housing and everything around the element. So really nice, simple, field changeable item. The cords are also field changeable. And we've got a couple of really great YouTube videos if you want to follow up and just see how easy that is. It's really a matter of a minute or two to replace those 2 items. So, you know, that really helps you stay productive and maximize efficiency while you're working. So very ergonomically designed, everything comfortable in your hand with a couple of really neat features that frankly nobody else in the market has, including this 10,000 hour motor. With that, I guess, Jennifer, I'll open it up to you. If you've got, do we have any questions out there?
We do not have any questions as of right now.
All right. Well, if you guys are thinking up questions right now, we'll give you another minute or two. But a couple of notes on how easy we are to do business. You know, orders in by 1 o'clock Central, we've got same-day shipping. We've got an 888 free tech support number. Call anytime. You can get answers to whatever questions. If you're in the field, you need help, need instructions, guidance, or having an issue. You know, we've got folks answering the phone. Reach out to your regional sales manager. If there's anything you saw here today that you'd like more information about, you know, our ESD line of products are really world-class. We've actually, that 2320 ESD you see here, forgot to mention, that is the only certified ESD tool in the category. So a couple of really nice ESD options for electronics, lots of great accessories. So reach out to your regional sales manager if you'd like more information on anything you saw here today.
All right. Thanks, Sean. We do have a few questions rolling in now. First one, is there a scan for the HG2520?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that also has a scan available. I didn't show it here today, but you can see the HG Scan Pro. And that's got the added feature of actually being integrated with the device. So it'll actually link up with the temperature settings and make sure that it's moving the gun at the right temperature. So yes, it does, and even more powerful and effective than the regular scan.
All right, thank you. What is the warranty length for these heat guns?
1 year standard warranty on all parts.
All right, thank you. Will there be a recording made of today's webinar?
Of course there will. We're recording this. It'll be available on our YouTube channel with lots of other great content that we've developed. There's a longer version of this same presentation, about a 40-minute video. As I mentioned, there's a couple of how-to videos on how to change the elements and the power cords. Lots of great information on our YouTube channel, and of course, we'll record this and put this up there as well.
Yes, and we'll actually send this a link to the video as soon as it's up right directly to you via email. Also, another question, is there a sample for eval purposes?
Yeah, so we are quite generous and liberal with samples. If you need a sample for eval purposes as an end user, or if you've got a customer who'd like to try one, there's no better testimonial for our products than putting the product in your hands. So absolutely, we're all about it. We would love to set up a virtual call, a video call, where we'll send a sample and we can kind of walk through how to turn it on and some of the key features, once you've got it in your hand. Absolutely.
Thank you. Another question, do all the tools fit in the metal stand?
Yes, there is an adjustment on the stand that will allow different size and shape tools to fit in there. You've got a really nice Velcro strap that basically gives you the ability to change which model you're using. And so yes, you can use it with any of our industrial or professional heat tools.
And can the stand be mounted to the wall?
Yes, indeed. It's got a couple of screw holes in the base, as well as, it's got a couple of screw holes on the base, which allows you to mount it on a wall or on a workbench, either way.
Is there a smaller Sieve nozzle?
We have a whole collection of nozzles of various sizes. So depending on what your application and needs are, we've got a great selection of accessories. So we can get you a catalog if you want to see all the different sizes and shapes of reflectors and sieves and reducers. You name it, we probably have it in the catalog.
Okay, is there a battery-powered model on the drawing board for field service users?
We're working on it, absolutely. Yep, we've got a battery-powered cordless heat tool right now at UL. It's under review, so as soon as we get approval to put it out into the marketplace, we should have that. At best case scenario, it could be ready as early as February, March timeframe. But if UL being UL, if there's any modifications to the product, of course, that'll push our timeline out a bit.
Okay, are you guys attending any trade shows at all in 2021, or are you waiting to see if the environment improves? Both. We are attending FRSA in Florida and IRE in Vegas. As of right now, those are both a go, but obviously if something changes, we will let everybody know.
And Jennifer, if I'm not mistaken, wire processing was pushed out to the fall for 2021. Yeah, long story short, if the relevant trade shows are happening, we will go. But as we all know, over the last 8 or 9 months, most of the trade shows have been canceled, and looks like for the next 4 months or so, most of the trade shows will probably also be at least postponed. But certainly waiting to see what happens there to a certain degree. But we're looking forward to getting back out and getting in front of everybody and getting together with the whole industry.
And we'll definitely be letting people know via email and our social media when things are coming up and if we are attending.
I was just gonna say, in the meantime, between myself and your regional, let's make sure we're getting out and communicating in the way everybody's communicating these days, and that's online video. So let's push that, and let's get together and do it as much virtually as we can.
Thank you. What is the difference between professional and industrial?
Yeah, I mean, largely the biggest difference typically is the style, where it's a pistol versus a barrel style gun. So for the electronics industry, pretty much everything's going to be in that pistol style. But if you've got use for a barrel style gun, we've also got guns in the barrel style. One equivalent to the 2620, one equivalent to one of our lower end guns. So good question.
And lastly, a question that simply states Bluetooth connectivity.
Yeah, it's something that we've been talking about internally, and as the market shapes up for that requirement, we do have some Bluetooth technology in some other parts of our business that we've looked at integrating into our heat tools, but we definitely feel that's maybe a little bit early at this stage. We don't see the market pulling on it, but if you've got large projects or large customers who are looking for that, give us a call. Let's have an open discussion about that. It's certainly a capability that we, as a company, we have that technology capability and are looking for applications to apply that to our heat tools.
Okay, thank you. That is all the questions we have right now.
Awesome. All right, thanks again. So once again, if you have any questions besides those that were asked here on the call today, reach out to your regional sales manager. Let's set up some demos. More than happy to send you out a tool and then go through it with you online over the video chat features. So with that, I'll just say thanks everybody for joining today, and stay safe, and look forward to working with you on your next project. Thanks.